So to make this simple pearl beaded bag, you only need a small amount of this size of bead to make it. It's a beginner friendly project. It's so easy and simple to make. With this project, I used 205 pearls to make it, to complete the project, okay? And let me show you how I make it. Very simple. Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me again. On my table over here I have 16mm pearls. This is my fishing line or monofilament in 50 pound. Here is my cutter, or you can use scissors or nail cutter. They all work perfectly, okay? Whatever you choose to work with is good. So this is my monofilament in 50 pound. So now I'm going to start with 4 bead. I'm stringing this 4 bead on my line. Okay, like this. String 4 bead on the line, and I'm going to hold the last one and cross my right line into it like this, and make sure the lines are equal. Okay, like this. Hold it together so one is no longer than the other. Now hold the bead and pull the line. Now you have something like this. So on each side of my line again, I'm going to add one bead on each side of my line, and I'll cross into the third one and pull. So I'm adding 1 bead on my left side, 1 bead on my right side, like this, okay? And I'm going to pick up this one, cross both ends of my line into it, crisscross the line, hold the lines together, and pull. And you have something like this. This is how it's supposed to look like. By the way, I'm using a 16mm pearl bead, okay? So now again, on each side of my line, the left and the right line, I'm adding 1 bead on each side of the line. Then I'll cross into the third one and pull like how we did previously, okay? I add 1 to the left and the right. You see how it shows? Now I'm going to cross into the third one. Pick it up, crisscross both ends of my line into it, like this. Hold together the line and pull. We have something like this. Again, I'm going to add again 1 bead on each side of my line, and I'll be crossing my both lines into the third bead and pull. Crisscross like this. Hold the lines together and pull like this. And this is how it looks like, and this is the technique we're going to use throughout the entire weave, okay? Now let's continue. 1 2 3 4. We are going to turn on this 4 to turn on the side and continue with a new row. On my right line, I'm adding 3 bead to my right line. I add 3 bead to my right line. I'm going to cross with my left line and pull. Okay, this is how it looks like. I'm going to flip it over to my side and continue. So my left line, I'm adding 3 bead to my left line. Okay, I add all these 3 beads to my left line like this. Going to hold the last one and cross my right line into it and pull. We start a new row, so my right into the next bead. I'm pulling through the next bead like this. And now my left line, I'm adding 2 bead to my left line. I cross with my right line and pull down. My right line into the next bead. Pull through next bead. And I add 2 bead to my left line. I'm going to cross with my right line and pull down. My right into the next bead. Pull my right line into the next bead. Okay, now my left line, I'm adding 2 bead to my left line. Alright, I cross with my right line and pull. So now I'm going to pull my right line again into the next bead. Pull through the next bead. And on the same line, my right line, the same one, okay? I add 2 bead to it, cross with my left line and pull. That way my line turn on the side so I can start a new row. So I flip it over to my side, okay? Now my left line again, I'm adding 3 beads to start a new row. Like this. I hold the last one, cross with my right line and pull. My right line again into the next bead. I pull through the next bead and I'm adding 2 beads to my left line like this, cross with the right line and pull right into the next bead. Alright, this is the technique we'll be using throughout the entire weave. I add 2 beads, my right line into the next bead, okay? I add 2 beads to my left line. I cross with my right line and pull. Now my right into the next bead again. Okay, the same line, I'm adding 2 beads to the same line. I cross with my left line and pull. And this is how we are going to continue to weave. And this is how it looks like so far. Very pretty already, okay? So already we make 3 rows and I'm going to continue to make 15 rows, okay? And now I'm back with 15 rows. This is mine. I complete 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, okay? And I'm just going to fold it on it like this. And we are going to seal the side and we are going to have a bag. Very, very easy and simple. This is a beginner friendly. This is the pearl I'll be using, okay? And I'm going to go through, we are going to complete the side. And I'm pulling my line through these 3 beads over here. Pull through these 3 beads like this, okay? And I'm going to take 1 pearl, cross both ends of my line into it and pull. And I'm going to pull my right line into the next bead, hold my left line and pull through the next bead. Okay, take 1 pearl, crisscross both ends of the line and pull. Now my right line into the next bead, left line into the next bead. I take 1 pearl, crisscross both ends of my line and pull. I'm going to do the same again, my right line into the next bead, okay, and my left into the next bead. I'm going to take 1 pearl, crisscross my line into it like this and pull down. Go into the next bead, the left line into the next bead. I'm going to take 1 pearl, cross both ends of my line into it, pull. My right into the next bead, my left line into the next bead. 1 pearl, cross both ends of the line, pull. My right line again into the next bead. This is how we are going to repeat until we complete, okay? I take 1 pearl, add it to my line, and over here I'm just going to tie over here. I'm going to tie a little knot in between these 2 beads over here, okay, and weave the rest of the line into the bead to secure it before I trim the ends off. All right, that is all you have to do. Just weave the rest of the line a little bit into the bead before you trim it off. So this is how it looks like, and we are going to continue to fill up the second side. So the second side is done and we have to make a handle on it, okay? This is where my line is. My line is in this bead, this one right here on the edge, okay? And this is how my line looks. I'm going to add 1 pearl on each side of my line, okay? Like this, like this. And I'm going to tie in between these 2 pearls. Tie nice and neat like this. And then you start stringing the pearls on it. You can make this handle very long. Make it to your desired length that you like. For me, I'm just going to make a simple handle on it. It's not going to be very long, a short one. So I'm just going to make these pearls a pattern and make it long, okay? So continue to string yours and see how you like it, okay? This is my pattern and this is how I string so far. And this is what I'm going to do. Very short and very simple. It's not going to be long at all, like this. Okay, so I'm just going to hook it on the other side. I'm going to pull my line through the pearls like this. Then I'm opening my line and add one bead on each side of my line, like how we did for the other one, like this. I'm going to pull through the edge bead on top over here, and I'm going to tie. Okay, I'm going to tie in between these two pearls. Tie nice and neat. Okay, now I'm going to hold my line and go round into the bead. This is how it looks like. I'm going to go round to reinforce my line over here. Like this, go into the pearl, the berry bead, go into this one, and now I'm going to weave all my line back into the handle. Okay, I'm going to weave it back into the handle to reinforce, to make it stiff before I trim my line off. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So pull through each bead one by one. If you can pull through all, just do it one by one. It's much easier that way. Okay, and then I'm going to do it and reinforce it to make the handle very stiff. That's all I'll be doing. Then I'll tie at the end and trim a line off. So here I'm just going to weave the rest of the line into the bead and then trim it off. Look at how beautiful this pearl bag look like. Very simple and easy. And the total pieces of bead I use is 205. Okay, you have 205 bead, 16mm bead, pearl bead. You can make this bag easily. I thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your time. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, and please don't forget to subscribe.